This is the year we stop living at the mercy of the mind and begin ruling it. Each morning, before the world reaches for us, we return to ourselves. Not to comfort, not to reassurance, but to command. We wake up understanding that the day will test us, not because it is cruel, but because that is its nature. The mind, left unattended, will drift toward fear, distraction, resentment, and excess. So we do not leave it unattended. We rise with intention. We rise knowing that mastery is not something achieved once, but something practiced daily, often quietly, always deliberately. What follows is not a checklist. It is a way of moving through the day with clarity, restraint, and inner authority. Each step flows into the next, bound by a single red thread, the refusal to be ruled by forces within us that we did not choose. First, we separate what belongs to us from what never will. The morning begins with a boundary, a hard one. We acknowledge that most of what will happen today is not ours to control. The behavior of others, the delays, the outcomes we hoped for but cannot guarantee. To confuse ourselves into thinking otherwise is the root of unnecessary suffering. The mind feels lighter the moment we stop gripping what was never placed in our hands. What is ours is far more powerful. Our judgments, our intentions, our actions, the meaning we assign to events, the direction we choose after impact. When this distinction becomes clear, anxiety loses its fuel. We are no longer arguing with reality. We are cooperating with it. This is not passivity. It is precision. Energy once wasted on frustration is redirected into effort. Instead of reacting to the world as it is, we respond from who we have decided to be. This single shift transforms chaos into training. By morning's end, we are no longer asking, "Why did this happen to me?" We are asking, "What is required of me now?" And in that question, control is already returning. Second, we confront emotion without kneeling to it. Emotion arrives early, sometimes loud, sometimes subtle. Anger feels righteous. Fear feels protective. Desire feels urgent. The mistake is not feeling these things. The mistake is mistaking them for truth. We pause. We observe. We refuse to let the first impulse issue commands. The mind tells stories faster than we can notice. Someone disrespects us, and instantly a narrative forms. A setback appears, and the imagination expands it into catastrophe. We learn to slow this process, to interrogate the impression before accepting it. Is this accurate? Is it necessary? Is it helping us act well? When emotion is examined, it shrinks. What felt overwhelming becomes manageable. We realize that much of our suffering comes not from events, but from the judgments we attach to them. This realization does not weaken us, it steadies us. Over time, we stop identifying with every feeling that passes through us. We experience anger without becoming angry, fear without becoming afraid, desire without becoming ruled. The inner world grows quieter, not because life is easier, but because the mind is no longer at war with itself. Third, we prepare for adversity before it demands us. We do not wait for difficulty to teach us. We rehearse it. In the calm of the morning, we imagine the day resisting us, the plan that fails, the criticism that lands, the loneliness that creeps in, not to dwell, but to disarm surprise. When hardship arrives unannounced, it feels personal. When it arrives expected, it feels familiar. Preparation removes shock, and shock is what turns pain into panic. By anticipating difficulty, we reduce its power over our emotions. This practice builds quiet confidence. We have already endured the worst in thought, so reality rarely exceeds it. And when it does, we meet it with a mind trained to adapt rather than collapse. Eventually, we stop seeing obstacles as interruptions. They become part of the path. Resistance sharpens focus. Delay builds patience. Loss teaches detachment. What once felt like opposition begins to feel like instruction. Fourth, we choose virtue over impulse, especially when no one is watching. The true test of control is not what we do under pressure, but what we choose in ordinary moments. The small lie that would be convenient, the excess that would feel good briefly, the avoidance that would save effort. This is where character is either reinforced or eroded. We pause before acting. We ask not what is easiest, but what aligns with reason. Courage over comfort, restraint over indulgence, honesty over advantage. These decisions rarely announce themselves as heroic, yet they are the architecture of a disciplined mind. Impulse is loud and impatient. Virtue is quiet and firm. Over time, choosing virtue becomes less exhausting and more natural. The mind learns to trust itself. Inner conflict decreases because our actions no longer contradict our values. This alignment creates a deep, stable confidence, not arrogance, not bravado. The calm assurance that comes from knowing we are not betraying ourselves for short-term relief. Fifth, we accept discomfort as a necessary teacher. Discomfort strips illusion. It reminds us what is essential and what is excess. Cold, hunger, fatigue, effort. These experiences reconnect us with reality. They harden the mind against fragility. We voluntarily step into controlled hardship so that life's unavoidable hardships do not break us. Physical strain trains mental endurance. Silence trains attention. Solitude trains self-reliance. Each form of discomfort expands our capacity. The mind initially resists. It protests. But with repetition, resistance fades. We realize discomfort is temporary, survivable, and often clarifying. What once frightened us becomes familiar territory. Eventually, comfort loses its grip. We enjoy it when it comes, but we no longer depend on it. And dependence, once removed, is replaced by freedom. Sixth, we keep our mortality within sight not as fear, but as focus. Awareness of death sharpens life. It cuts through trivial worries and petty grievances. When time is understood as finite, attention becomes deliberate. We ask better questions. Is this worth my limited energy? Does this action reflect the person I intend to be remembered as, even if only by myself? Mortality turns procrastination into urgency and resentment into irrelevance. This perspective does not darken life, it clarifies it. Gratitude deepens, presence intensifies. We stop postponing virtue for a future that is not promised. Each day becomes a complete unit of life, deserving of intention from beginning to end. And in living this way, fear of death slowly dissolves, replaced by respect for time. Seventh, we end the day with honest review and renewed resolve. Night is not for distraction. It is for reckoning. We look back without excuses and without cruelty. Where did we govern ourselves well? Where did we surrender control? Not to punish, but to learn. This reflection closes the loop. The day becomes instruction, not judgment. We extract lessons while they are fresh, and we carry them forward. Tomorrow begins stronger because tonight was honest. Over time, this practice compounds. Small corrections prevent large failures. Awareness replaces denial. Growth becomes steady rather than dramatic. We sleep knowing we are engaged in the work that matters most, not conquering others, not chasing validation, but mastering the inner domain where every real victory begins. This is the year we reclaim mental control, not through force, but through discipline, not through denial, but through understanding. And we walk this path together, steady, deliberate, unshaken.